Well, hey, good evening. Welcome everyone to our Facebook Live for this evening, Tuesday, on the Loving Life Now Facebook page. So as you join us, I'd love to welcome you to this evening's topic. We've got a great topic lined up called effective decisions. So if you're wanting to learn about what types of effective decisions we have, we've got lots of them. We've got 7 outcomes of effective decisions to discuss right here this evening. So big welcome to you all. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live on Loving Life Now this evening. So as you jump on, pop your details into the comments. I'd love to welcome you to this evening's Facebook Live. And of course, great to be here. I've got a new backdrop behind me here. I chose a different place in the house tonight to host the stream. And I'm on my own. G'day, Peggy. She's the first one to comment. Hey, hi Simon, great to be here. Thanks, Peggy. And Marianne Skinner. Hi, guys. Welcome. Thanks, Marianne. Thanks for joining us locally on the Gold Coast. Cheryl Mapp. Hello, Cheryl from Sydney. Welcome to you. And as you come on, let me know you're here. Pop your details in. Love to welcome you to this evening's stream. Kayla's just joined me all the way from Boston. G'day, Kayla. Welcome. Glad you're here. And got some exciting things to talk about this evening. Now, I'm on my own, flying solo this evening. Lee is not joining me. She has been in hospital for the last 5 days and is not up to it. Only brought her home today. Very unexpected that she was in there longer than we anticipated, but she's home and resting up in recovery. So it's all on me to be here this evening and talk about our effective decisions. G'day to Shani. Hi to Shushi and Jimmy. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to you guys. So let me know you're here. Pop your details in the comments. I'd love to give you a shout out and welcome you to this evening's stream. As I said, effective decisions. We're going to talk about the top 7 outcomes of effective decisions. Terry, welcome to you from Cairns. Thanks for joining us. Patricia, hello. Welcome to you. Great to have you here again. And we're going to go through a number of different topics. Richard Wiseman's just joined. Hello, Richard. Sunny, and good morning from the UK. Wow, that'll be a rarity, Richard, at the moment with the sun over there. Best wishes to Leanne. Thank you. I'll pass those on. She's sitting in the background on controls. So, hey, Simon, looking good. Thanks, Ida. Peggy says, sending love and healing vibes to Lee. Thanks, Peggy. So let's jump into it. Let's jump into this great topic I've got to talk about all on my own. Michelle says, hey Simon, hope Lee is, jumping too quick. Hope Lee is on the mend. Looking forward to the session. Thank you. Marianne Skinner, hope Leanne is okay. Thanks, Marianne. Hey Simon, you look lonely. You look lonely. Love and healing to Lee. Thanks, Bernie. You are doing backflips still. That's great. I just wanted to check that was the case. Ida says, love from us as well. Thank you. All right, so let's jump into the topic. As I mentioned, we got a great topic. So number 1, there is 7 outcomes of effective decisions, and there's 7 effective decisions that I'm going to talk about tonight. And these have all played a part in where we are today. So we've actually gone through these effective decisions in the Beyond Freedom Evolution program. And each week, Lee and I pick out a topic out of our personal development program and we dissect it and talk about it. So some of these decisions we've discussed, and these are the 7 outcomes of effective decisions. We're going to talk about some of those effective decisions and what the outcomes can be on our family. So we're heading towards the end of this module and we'll be coming in a couple of weeks into a whole brand new topic called action. So we're finishing off the decision modules at the moment. So great to have you all here. All right, effective decision number 1 is decisions on knowledge. Now, we make decisions in our life on knowledge. Why? Because we want to increase our knowledge. And when we increase our knowledge, it allows us to actually gain new information. It allows us to be a sponge. And I remember when I got started in the online home-based business, I became a sponge. I was looking for, what else can I learn? You know, what can people teach me that I can absorb and learn and take into my own business? So for me, it was about knowledge. So I can gain knowledge from others. I can be a sponge. I can absorb new data, new information. And of course, then it allows me to know for myself. And there's a little saying that we all know too well, and that is knowledge is power. So remember that knowledge is power, right? It helps you make decisions And it also helps you solve problems. Oh, g'day Kathy. Thanks for joining us from over there in WA. And we've got Satu. Hi Simon, nice to see you. Where is Leanne? Yeah, where is Leanne? Leanne? I don't know, Satu. Just joking. Leanne was here, but oh, hang on. Leanne? No, she's not here, Satu. No, Satu, Leanne, thank you. Leanne has been in hospital for the last 5 days, and I just got her out today, and she's resting up and certainly not up to being on the camera or joining me, even having the mindset around getting her head around the topic for this evening. So it's all me. I'm thanks, Michelle. Michelle says I'm funny. All right. So I thought that was a good response, actually. All right. So what you decide when we make decisions and we gain knowledge. G'day, Gabby. Thanks for joining us from locally. Jess says rest up. Thanks, Jess. Well, not to me, but to Leanne. She's on the controls, so no doubt you'll get a message back. All right. So when you decide, you're presented with new opportunities. And you also always run into challenges, and you can run into obstacles along the way. And our knowledge, what we learn, helps us navigate through those. So remember, knowledge is power, and it helps you make decisions, but also solve problems. So what's our topic number 2 about effective decisions? Effective decisions on self-esteem. Now, self-esteem, when we make effective decisions around self-esteem, it actually helps us raise our own self-esteem. So we can raise our own self-esteem. Now, how do we do that? Well, how we do that is boldness, confidence. So we go into an environment with confidence. And when you're certain about what it is that you're talking about or about the topic that you're discussing, others can sense it and see it immediately. So they can sense and see that you have a level of confidence, that you portray that you know what you're talking about. And this is about self-esteem. So we all can raise our level of self-esteem just by having a level of confidence, going into something with a level of knowing, raise your vibration. Often when I go into a situation, whether it be an international training call or even a Facebook Live, I'll say, Simon, raise your vibration. And you say it 3 times to yourself. And then when you do that, you have this innate, just this automatic vibration raised inside you. And of course you deliver. So, going into an environment where you want to make decisions on your self-esteem, you've got to make a decision that you want to go in there with a positive self-esteem. So when you've got positive self-esteem, you're a person that actually does what you say you're going to do. So you do what you say you're going to do. And when you do that, what happens? Your self-esteem improves. As you create what you say you're going to create, that also raises your self-esteem. So if you say you're going to create something and you follow through and you create, your self-esteem will raise as well. And after you've enjoyed these situations, you gain a level of self-confidence and your self-esteem builds within you. So effective decisions on self-esteem allows you to show up in an environment, create a powerful decision around what it is that you know, what you're talking about. You've got an air of confidence about you, and it works. So when you know for yourself, we all know you can depart from the herd. And when you decide to depart from the herd and you actually do it, your life becomes a living image, really, of what you desire in your own mind, because you create it. And that builds also your self-esteem. Now, I just want to say, how good's the picture tonight? The picture's really good. We've got no zooming in and out. I'm on a brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. And on the actual, what I'm getting messages here. It's bouncing. It's probably me knocking the table. So I'm sorry, it's on a table on a selfie stand and I'm knocking the table with enthusiasm about the topic that I'm talking about. So when we talk about the camera, we've got an S21 Ultra. It arrived yesterday. Super excited to upgrade my phone. And what I'm really excited about is the selfie camera on the front of it actually is 40 megapixels. And my old phone, my S10 Plus, was only 10 megapixels in the front camera. So looking really, I'm just super excited about using it. I said to Lee, I'm going to use the new phone and I haven't even finished setting it up, but I thought, right, I'll use it this evening for the Facebook Live and see how it is. Michelle says it's very clear, looking good. Thanks, Michelle. And Marianne says she's got a Samsung S20 and she loves it. All right, well, the S20, it's not as good as the S21 now. It's a year older, right? The S20 was last year, and now we've got the S21 Ultra, and that's what I've got, the Ultra, the top of the range model. So looking great. Kath says now that's showing off. Yeah, thanks, Kath. We'll have to look into it. Yeah, well, my plan was up, and I thought, right, time for a new phone. And my son is super happy because guess what? He's going to get my old one. All right, so let's move on to effective decision number 3, and that is increasing your confidence. And we increase our confidence in many ways, very similar to our self-esteem. We raise our level of vibration. When we succeed and we do things positively and they work out, it allows us to increase our confidence. Peggy says, does Lee love the new Samsung? Well, she hadn't actually seen it because she'd been in hospital. So, she's commented. Look, Leanne says, nope. She's a Apple user through and through, but we have that rivalry in the house between Apple and Samsung. So we talk about increasing our confidence, and self-confidence can be increased in a number of different ways. And as I said, making the right decisions, putting ourselves with a high level of self-esteem, it all raises our level of confidence. Now, of course, the next one is effective on boldness. And when you increase your boldness in your life, you actually have wins. Your confidence improves. Your self-esteem improves and it strengthens. Your willingness to actually do manageable tasks and take risks around things increases because you want to take bold decisions. You have the physical and emotional freedom to become bolder. Now, we all want to be bolder in our life. We want to go out there and make bold decisions and lead ourselves forward in a positive way. David's just joined and says, good evening. Thanks, David. Satu said, must be Apple user like me. Yes, she is an Apple user, but I'm not. I'm a Samsung user, and we're streaming live on the brand new Samsung S21 Ultra. So super excited about that. And it's only a day old. I'm still fiddling with it. Haven't put the SIM card in it yet. I'm still working out, logging into all my apps and getting it set up. But here we are, streaming live on Facebook this evening from it. So effective decisions on boldness can change your life. It can have a dramatic effect on the decisions that we make, on the way that we move forward, and how we show up. Now, the next thing, of course, boldness allows us to contemplate a bigger life. So when we make bold decisions, we go after something greater. We go after those goals that we've set, those big, hairy, audacious goals that we spoke about at the start of the year. Boldness allows us to step out on the edge of our comfort zone. It also allows us to contemplate what's ahead of us. It allows us to peer out over the ledge, a bit like standing on a ledge of a cliff, and see exactly how far we've got to go and where we want to go to. Boldness also allows us to have courage, and it allows us to have the courage to decide exactly how high, how low, how far, or how fast and aggressively we want to go and achieve something. So boldness is about setting a target. So take aim and you'll hit your target. So effective decisions around boldness are really important in our life. And of course, the next decision, and we're up to number 5, is effective decisions on your family. Now, when we make effective decisions on our family, what does it do? Well, it changes the dynamic. It changes the family relationships that we've got going on. So when we make effective decisions around family, well, we can have people that agree with us. We can also get increased support from those around us. We, however, may find some opposition. And not everyone's going to agree with the decisions that we make, even if they're bold ones. But and the others aren't always going to agree with us because it makes them realize that they're not doing what we're doing. And that can be a downfall for them. They can feel inferior. They can feel that they're not actually participating at that higher level of standard, or that they're going after their goals like you are. And you're not intentionally making them feel that way, and you're not intentionally making them wrong. You're just going after your goals and going after your dreams, and you're on purpose, and you're taking action, and you're moving fast. And those around you sometimes can feel threatened by that. So we've got to be aware of that, and we've got to bring those people along with us. Peggy says, this topic is so right on, Satu. Michelle says, they are too stuck in the herd. Yeah, they can be. Some of the family, absolutely, they can get stuck in the herd. And they don't always realize that, you're on fire, right? You're leading the way. You're getting out there and creating the life that you want to create. But in doing that, sometimes you're leaving them behind. Now, they can either join you and come along for the ride, or they can sit back and rest on their laurels and do not much at all. So you want to build the relationships with your family, empower them to come with you on the journey. Get them involved in what it is that you're doing. Get them involved in your goals and your desires and your dreams and what it is that you want to achieve. So impart your vision of what you want to achieve through your family members. Get them to buy into your story. Get them to buy into your vision of what you want to create, so that they do come along with the journey. And then they're not left behind, and then they don't feel that inferior, or they feel threatened with the fact that you're on purpose, and they feel guilty because they're sitting on the couch while you're, getting stuff done. You're just out there creating life and doing what you want to get done. All right, so our next one, number 6, is effective decisions on your circle of influence. Now, how does that affect us? Effective decisions on our circle of influence. Well, the circle of influence is the people that we surround ourselves with. It's also the people that surround themselves with us. Now, when we make effective decisions around the people that are in our circle of influence, that helps us expand our circle of influence, because our circle of influence will grow. It will grow, it will expand, and we will have a greater influence on those people. They want to hang around us. We want to hang around them. We're forming similar ideas, similar relationships, similar goals, and you want to hang around like-minded people. Now, there's a quote here from Jim Rohn that I'd love to read out, and that is, it doesn't matter which side of the fence you get off on sometimes. What does matter, however, is getting off the fence. You cannot make progress without making decisions. And that's a great quote by Jim Rohn. So there's so many people that live in their comfort zone, and they live on one side. They sit on the fence. They don't want to be the decision maker. They don't want to make the decision as to which way they go, and they just fence sit. And those people are not the people that you want to have in your circle of influence. You want to be leading with gusto and leading forward, but you're able to bring them along, because people want to surround themselves with people that are creating success and that are on purpose. So bold decisions around our circle of influence can have an amazing impact on the relationships we build with those people. It develops a stronger level of trust. It develops a stronger level of friendship around those people. And we also find that the circle of influence becomes our community, our tribe. And in life and in business, and we thrive from being a part of community. We thrive from being a part of a tribe. And the community and the tribe that is similar to us raises us up. So it raises our vibration. It gives us a more positive approach to what we're doing, where we're going. We have like-minded people who, again, are part of that circle of influence, who actually believe in us. They believe in what we believe in. They have similar values. They operate with similar integrity. And that's important. It's important in the way that we show up. Values, integrity, and ethics were something that, when I got started in this industry, were vitally important to the business that I wanted to partner with. And today, after 12 and a half years being involved in the online business space, in personal development, I definitely, wouldn't want to be anywhere else, because the values, the integrity, and the way that we operate ethically is such a high standard. that we leave traditional business a long way behind, in my opinion, that's for sure. So decision number 7 in effective decisions is the effective decisions that we make on the world around us. Now, how can our effective decisions have an impact on the world around us? Well, to me, that's pretty simple. Every decision that we make each and every day has an impact on the world. It has an impact on people, has an impact on how we spend money. There's a great statement that Shane Kreider, who heads up our company, talks about, and that is that, what's the best thing you can do for poor people? And that is, well, not to be one of them. And that's also a quote from Bob Proctor as well. Now, of course, what impact can you have on the world by the decisions that you make? Well, if you decide that you want to go and buy a new house, then you're actually keeping the real estate agent in a job. He's going to make commission from the sale of the property that you buy. If you go and decide that you want to buy a new car, the salesman that sells you the car is earning an income from commission from you buying a new car. So you're actually having an impact on the world and on other people's lives with every decision and every action that you take and every action that you make each and every day in our lives. So whether we go out and we're shopping, whether we go out and we're involved in events, whether it be for family events or children's events, whatever we do has an impact on the world. The way that we show up. Do we recycle in our house? Do we separate our bottles and our cans and cash them in if we can? Or do we just throw them all in a rubbish bin? Do we do our little bit for the environment? You don't have to be a hard and fast greenie supporter, but you can. Each and every one of us can do our little bit that has an impact on the world. So how we show up each and every day in our life, the impact that we have, the decisions that we make, the choices that we make, the shopping that we go out and do each and every day or week, all has an impact on other people's lives. And by doing that, we keep the circle of life flowing. We keep the money flowing in the economy. We keep, when COVID came in and lockdowns were on, and we went out and supported local business. We went and dined out in local restaurants so that we could support those local businesses, because they are everyday people and they rely on people eating in their restaurants. So is that having an impact on the world that we live in? Absolutely it is, because it's making the world a better place. We're contributing to the society, which also then other people live in, which is their livelihood. So everything we do each and every day has an impact on the decisions that we make around the world, both large and small. So be careful on the decisions that you make. Be aware of those decisions. So when you're next going out there and making decisions around recycling in your home, do you do it? We do. We separate our cans and our bottles and our plastic bottles, and my son takes them down to the recycle centre, and it's amazing how quickly it adds up, and you can make some amazing amount of pocket money just by cashing those in, and that goes straight to him. And that's just a little bit of impact. That's just one little piece of impact. But if we all do that, if we go out and we spend our money in the community, whether it's small businesses, whether it's supporting Australian-made goods if you're in Australia, whether it's supporting goods that are made in the UK if you're in the UK, Richard Wiseman. If you're in New Zealand, you're supporting New Zealand-made. So it doesn't matter where we live, but support the locals, support your local businesses. And those decisions that you make each and every day are having an impact on the world that we live in. So that's it for the 7 decisions that impact us in our life and how they impact us. It's a big topic this evening, and I had to try and condense it in, and I said to Lee, it's a big topic, but I'll shorten it down and make it as effective as I can. Satu says, this community is extraordinary in all aspects. I agree, thank you. Bernie said, we can all be a little like, we can be like a pebble and create ripples that have the potential to have a wave effect. And of course, we talk about the ripple effect that we have in our life. Every decision we make does have a ripple effect because it can impact others. And that's extraordinary. So share your comments if you've got any comments that you want to throw in there that I haven't seen. by all means put them in there. But I love making effective decisions each and every day. And I always ask myself, is this decision going to move me closer to my goal or further away? So if you're not sure on your decision and how that's going to impact you, or is it going to be a positive decision, ask yourself, is this decision going to move me closer to my grand dream goals, or is it going to move me further away? And if it's moving you further away, then course correct, make a better decision. And as I said, we're coming to the end of talking about decisions. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to be on to action. So really looking forward to that. But, you know, the power of our mind and the power of us making decisions is so, so important in just moving ourselves through life each and every day. Angie Thomas, Angelie says, even a tidal wave doesn't last forever. That's true. Michelle says it's the circle of life. It is. And I love that out of Lion King. One of my favorite movies, because it's such a great demonstration of the circle of life and the transfer of power and people trying to knock you off your perch and how good prevails. Richard Wiseman said, support locals is the best thing during these times. Absolutely. Peggy says, exciting opportunities start when you make a decision, and then you need to take constant action. And Terry says, thank you, Simon. Great information and something to think about going forward. Thanks, Terry, and appreciate your comments as well. So thanks for everyone for joining me on our Facebook Live this evening. We've got Zandile, I think it is that how I pronounce it? Says effective decisions bring certainty for my life. Well, that's great, because it certainly brings certainty to me as well. So we'll be back next week on Loving Life Now for our Facebook Live. We've got our final session of decisions, and we'll be talking about another great topic next week. It'll be it's very short, but it's very impactful. And then the week after, we move into our action topics. So again, we'll be back on Loving Life Now, 7:30 Queensland time next Tuesday. I might be able to find Lee. I'll see if I can find her by next Tuesday, and I'll bring her back. All right, well, great to have you all here. Thanks for joining me, and everyone have a wonderful evening. And for those of you that work in our business, I'll look forward to seeing you on the Professional Marketers Call, bright and early, 6 a.m. Queensland time tomorrow morning. I'll be hosting with my friend Kath Dalgleish, and look out, we've got a great topic in store. So catch you tomorrow morning if you're there. See you later. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.